Hello, my name is Brian Millen. I'm here to talk to you about a revolutionary device I created for fly casting called the XL Caster. All too often, fishermen will become frustrated and the fly rod will end up in the closet collecting dust. Oftentimes, they'll either give up on fly fishing altogether or return to a simpler form of fishing. My years of experience as a certified casting instructor, licensed guide, and a fly fishing retailer have helped me to create the XL Caster to correct these common problems. I would like to demonstrate. First, I'd like to cover the basic cast. Starting with the rod tip down, doing it in slow motion, I start with my forearm coming up, then my elbow, and at the end of my cast, I open to a 45-degree angle. That 45-degree opening at the end of my cast helps me to achieve the scenario of an acceleration to a stop, that being the last thing that I do. As I do my forward cast, I drop my elbow slightly, I move my forearm forward, and I close that 45-degree at the end, once again to achieve an acceleration to a stop. Now I'll do it at regular speed. It's a simple movement. It's not very difficult. It's a short movement. And here I have 30 feet of line out for this example. Now, you see I finish my cast at my chin and then I follow it down. Now, here are some of the common problems that I see on a regular basis. First off, it's very difficult for people to achieve the acceleration to a stop, period. I work on that, I teach them the mechanics, but I still see people on a regular basis, when they come up, they open beyond a 45-degree to a 90-degree, which in turn drops their line down behind them, hitting the ground, the water, the bushes, and makes it very difficult for them because that's reversed our plane. Now they have a high plane up front and a low plane in the back. Very difficult to have a good cast, very difficult to reach your target or to hit your target. Another problem is people just finishing too high or too low because they expand the range of the cast. The XL Caster addresses these issues, addresses these problems, and it also addresses the acceleration to a stop. From the basics, I would next then teach how to shoot line. So, first it's the basics to pick up and to put down, then it's the false cast, stop, put down, then it's shooting line. Shooting line, I teach them to keep your left hand about a head's distance apart, the width of my head apart. I keep my right and left hand together, left hand just slightly behind, but the left hand will mimic the right hand. They'll work together. So this way it prevents somebody from holding that left hand still and just moving the right hand and creating a false double haul where they may actually cause a deceleration in their cast. So the hands will work together, and upon finishing my cast right below my chin, I'll then let my line go, maintain control of the line, get it into my right hand, and I can start stripping. I'd like to get the XL Caster, put it on, and show you what I'm talking about. The XL Caster attached to the base of pretty much any rod. It's an adjustable base. It also can be reversed if you're a left-handed caster. It has a strap that attaches to your wrist and a piece of nylon that runs to the base of the XL Caster that prevents you from exceeding that 45 degrees. The beauty really of the XL Caster, it allows you then to use your left hand. The left hand is basically sitting around not doing a whole lot, and it tends to get people in trouble because they start yanking on the line, trying to double haul, single haul, and they don't know what to do and they don't know the proper time to do it. This keeps that hand, it gives that hand something to do, and it doubles, if not more than doubles, the power of your cast. Because now you have a hand that's been doing nothing. It's not holding a rod. It has no other purpose except to accelerate to your opening and accelerate to your closing. Now, because of that, I'm able to get people to reduce the movement of their cast and to generate the speed that they need for a successful cast. I'd like to demonstrate. Using the same technique that I talked about before, coming up, finishing my cast at my forehead with my thumb to my forehead, and finishing my cast down at my chin, right below my chin. Also, I get to keep my line in my fingertips while I operate the XL caster, so I can also shoot line. So, this reduces the need for people to try and overcast, and it really promotes the proper mechanics that they need to become a proficient and successful caster. So it allows them to get the speed that they need without so much movement, without so much range. They don't have to go up high. They can't exceed more than a 45 degree. And that left hand, closing that butt to the forearm, just creates a tremendous amount of speed. And you can shoot your line. You can still manipulate your line because you still have fingers available to manipulate the line. Allow me to show you just how much distance you can get just using that short range with the XL caster. I've placed a hat approximately 60 feet out there, and I want to show you what the XL caster can do. Just using that simple range, right to the forehead, right to the chin. A 60-foot cast without a whole lot of effort. It usually takes a double haul, if not a single haul, to get that much distance. The amount of speed and power that you can generate by bringing this left hand into play just takes so much of the mystery out of casting. It's so difficult for people to pick up on that, and this will help those folks to achieve that all-elusive acceleration to a stop. And it addresses so many of the issues that people have with casting. You could take off the wrist guard and use the caster on a stream, so if you need that to achieve your acceleration to a stop, you can still use your reel and reel in a fish if you need to. You can still do a backhanded cast if you need to. But it gives you that confidence to get out on the stream and be successful because you know you can achieve that acceleration that you need. The wrist guard will give you the muscle memory that you need to not go beyond that 45-degree opening at the back cast. And then the XL caster will help you to close that 45 degrees and send that line out there. Also, if you're fortunate enough to catch a big fish, the XL caster can be used in place of a fighting butt. It'll distribute the energy over a 4 or 5 inch area and make it more comfortable to fight a big fish. And if you're fishing, let's say salt water or some of the big lakes or big rivers, and you need to retrieve your fly at a rapid basis, say a big streamer, you can then hook the XL caster behind the arm and do your two-handed retrieve to achieve the speed that you need for your retrieve, and it gives you security of your rod, to hold your rod while you're doing your stripping. If you're interested in talking to me about the XL caster, please give me a call at 609-771-8866, or you can email me at flybri@live.com. That's flybri@live.com. Thank you very much.